So this is the last session. The last 3 days have been excellent. So let's have one more good session today preparing for SRH. Sanjay's going to go through the plan for this.
Yeah, nothing different. I mean, lot of guys have gone through this, but it's been designed in such a way wherein I've tried and put those bowlers who are very similar to SRH bowlers. So you'll find in the first set Sanjay, who does swing the ball. So while doing those scenarios, what I would love you to be doing is that try and make those adjustments.
So we won the first game, and I just wanted to talk about, from a mental point of view, how important it is to look after winning. So let's us as a group really look after our last win and do everything we can to cross the line in the next game.
Look, we were very happy with the start we had. I think we deserved to win the game. We did a lot of hard work throughout. I guess the only thing is, we would have liked to probably finish the game off, 2 or 3 down, and we were close to doing that. There was a great partnership between Maxi and Virat, and unfortunately we just lost a couple of wickets at the wrong time. But no one needs to get out. It's just Mumbai hung in there well. Credit to them. But I think when we look back on the game, we know that we've got a few little areas we can improve on, which is great. But we also did, a lot of things really well, particularly with the ball to start with, and then obviously with the way we set the innings up with Maxwell and Kohli's partnership, and then the way AB de Villiers finished off at the end.
Yeah, look, I mean, confidence is important. I think it's also the fact that we got some new players stand up at key times in difficult roles. So, we know what AB can do, but we know what Maxi can do, and he would have got a lot of confidence from that. But even the likes of Harshal, the way SRH bowled with a new ball, getting Kyle into the tournament. There are a number of really important positives for us moving forward.
The glaring part of it was that we dropped 3 catches, but there are a few team beliefs we have amongst the boys, where we try to maintain the intensity and things like that. We try not being reactive. That's very, very important for us. So as far as I'm concerned, as a fielding coach part of it, yes, there were those 3 drops, but there are a lot of other things we did very well. We got a couple of run-outs, diving efforts in the boundary. You could see Big Kyle put his body behind the ball. We had Washi, even though he dropped that 1 catch, picked up a beautiful couple of catches. So it was a mixed bag, but like I said, it's very important not to be reactive and try to assess what exactly happened, and just keep following what are the process we've been having all these days. No one drops a catch or misfields a ball intentionally. The only thing we can ask for is the intensity, and that's been top notch. Even the last few days, there hasn't been anything specific with regards to the way the catches have been taken or being dropped. All was being addressed towards maintaining the intensity, camaraderie, communication between the guys. So that is what has been focused on, and that is what we'll continue focusing on. Like I said, we're not going to be reactive.
Wicket was definitely a challenge to bat on. The odd balls were holding on the surface and the odd balls were skidding along, so that makes it even more tougher. But I think our application, our strategy towards them was very good. The way Maxi could, reverse sweep him, put him off his guard, and then that changed the field around, and then he hit him over cover. So that was really good batting, and the way even Virat paced his innings, I think, was excellent against spin and quicks, and the way AB took on Rahul Char was also very good. So I think our 3 main guys being around when the spinners were bowling makes a huge difference as well.
We only had 18 players before the last game, so we're starting to drip. Actually, we had 17, to be fair, because Dev was sort of unavailable for that, but he's come back nicely and will be fully fit, so will certainly be considered for the game and most likely play. And yeah, look, outside of that, it's more a balance issue in terms of how we want to look. Finn has obviously come out of quarantine and he looks in great touch. We're going to get the likes of Zamps and Richo back heading into the next game as well, so they'll get out the day of the game. So. Look, we'll just have to make decisions around once we see the surface how we want to operate.
Maxi's played a lot of him in the Big Bash. Virat's obviously faced him a lot of times, and so has AB. And I think they really, we've got plans against him, to be honest, and we've practiced specifically facing fast leg spin thanks to the kind of net bowlers that we have. I mean, it's very hard to replicate the quality of Rashid Khan, but I think we've done our homework and we seem to be very well prepared.
Yeah, look, it was an interesting wicket, the first one. It certainly wasn't that easy to bat on. And I thought the quality of the bowling, given it was the first game, was really good. Obviously we saw it from our quicks and same from theirs. So I think a lot will depend on the pace in the wicket. It is quite a big ground and it was quite a slowish outfield, so that probably brought the scores back a little bit. But look, also the batsmen, once they're a game or two into the swing of things and another couple of days of practice, potentially the scores will start to go up. And if the dew comes in, there wasn't a lot of dew around the first game, so that might change on Wednesday and we might see the ball coming onto the bat a bit more, but it certainly was on the slower side and it was difficult to score.
It's a nice attack to face. It's a good challenge. I always enjoy playing against them. You can get hold of them, which we've done before, but they can also challenge you with their skill, and they're always smart. So it's a matter of us really getting out there, making sure we get some partnerships going. And once we get on top of them, they're kind of team you can really dominate. They don't have as much depth as some of the teams in the IPL. So if we get hold of them, we really got to make sure we don't allow them back into the game, because that's where they really get dangerous.
तो मेरा प्लान जैसे लास्ट मैच में मेरा जितना परफॉर्मेंस था, विकेट नहीं मिली बट ठीक है, बट जो मेरा परफॉर्मेंस था, जो बॉलिंग किया तो वो मेरे लिए बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंट की बात है, तो मैं यही कॉन्फिडेंट नेक्स्ट मैच के लिए भी लेके जाऊंगा.
We've got plans for every batsman that we sit down and we talk through. We gather thoughts from players as well. We've got loads of data to talk through, lots of video footage, and we'll come up with a plan which we think suits on that particular surface. And then it's about adapting to those conditions as quickly as you can. So yeah, we'll prepare well. We know that Sunrisers are a high quality side. They don't make the semi-finals most seasons for nothing. So we know we're going to have to prepare very well.
We know that they're always a tough opponent. They've got a magnificent attack that tries to strangle your batting lineup. They certainly did it to us last year, and we obviously, bowed out last year in the eliminated to them. So I'm sure that the boys are going to have a point to prove on Wednesday. We were disappointed to bow out the way we did last year. So they've got quality performers, Warner, Rashid, Boovy, and all these guys. So they're a dangerous team, and we know that we have to start again on Wednesday and play good cricket.